I think it's fair to say that hardly a day goes by without another headline about the asylum system. This week, the government's announced plans to slash the use of hotels. And tonight, a rare first-hand account from someone inside that system. Now, Kadir fled here from Afghanistan because of his reporting for a London-based TV company. Now he's updating social media followers from a Leicester asylum hotel. As our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball reports.
Kadir used to have a high-profile career. Now his life's on hold in Leicester.
This is story about the election.
Kadir's reports covered everything from Afghanistan's politics to this, Valentine's celebrations. Kadir was working for a London-based news channel, but he says that reporting made him a wanted man.
The Taliban came to my home and my office. They published a wanted list. My name is included on that list. So therefore I had to run away from Afghanistan. My family is safe here.
Kadir thought he could move his family here on a UK work visa, but he couldn't get relocated to his channel's British headquarters, and they weren't on the Afghan resettlement scheme. So now Kadir's applying for refugee status through the asylum system instead. But the only way he could make that asylum claim with his wife and 2 young sons was to cross the channel first on a small boat like this. And Kadir says he was shocked by how treacherous that was.
Our boat was very small. We was inside the water. When the waves was high, all of children crying. I keep my little kids with my hand, and the biggest son to the shoulder. We thinking we will die, we will die.
Of course, it wasn't just dangerous. What you did was illegal as well. And you know, a lot of British people are really worried about how many people are coming across the channel like this. What would you say to them?
They are human, Afghan people. I lost everything. UK is a best choice for me because I worked with some medias that located in UK. Therefore, I come here.
But Kadir can't start a job in the media here unless he gets a work permit. So, here in his Leicester Asylum hotel, he's keeping his hand in as a hobby. And he's got a message for anyone else who considers coming here on a small boat.
My advice is never get this decision because this way is very, very dangerous. You don't know you will arrive in UK or no.
Kadir still has these photos to remember the happier times in Afghanistan, but now he's focusing on improving his English in the city where he wants to build his future.
Yeah, I like Leicester because Leicester has kindly people. I thought all of my dream died, but now I want to start new life.
Well, Jeremy's here with me. I mean, this issue is hugely controversial. We've spoken about it a lot. But this story really goes right to the heart of a new, illegal immigration act.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everyone, Anne, wants to stop those dangerous crossings. The question is, how do you do that without abandoning genuine refugees? Now, what the government says is this law will strike that balance because people who arrive without travel documents are going to lose their right to claim asylum here. But that, they say, will create space to expand safe and legal routes, including one resettlement scheme that actually started flying Afghans here from Pakistan just today. There are a lot of concerns, though, from charities and church leaders, concerns, first of all, about a cap on numbers, and also the fact that genuine refugees could be sent to Rwanda.
I guess a lot of people sort of say, you know, why would you risk getting in a tiny boat, such a dangerous crossing, when you can actually stay in a place that's quite safe?
A lot of people say they simply didn't know how dangerous it was going to be. Other people come here because they've got British connections. It might be family, it might be a job offer. And refugee agencies say, look, there is also a really important point here about numbers. The number of Afghans coming to this country is minuscule compared with the numbers in countries neighbouring Afghanistan.
And Kadir's family is still in a hotel in Leicester. A lot of issues around the hotels, as we've just heard.
Yeah, and quite a lot of progress, actually, on a huge issue that sparked protests, you'll remember, in places like Kegworth, that saw weddings being cancelled. Now, this week, the government has announced that it's going to stop using 50 hotels across the country by the end of the year. That's because it's tackling an asylum backlog, which means people who are having claims turned down sometimes being returned to countries like Albania. Much larger numbers having to leave hotels because their asylum claims are being accepted, and that is creating a whole new problem in places like Nottingham, where dozens of newly accepted refugees are now presenting as homeless.